to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Sonia and I would love it if you could subscribe, and if you're already an existing subscriber, welcome back. So you might see me in the same outfit, with the same makeup, with the same hair for quite a few videos because I'm trying to batch film as much as I can. I don't have much time at the moment, it's my lunch break and work, because I have just got so busy all of a sudden that I feel like I am going to need to sit down, film a few, get them edited and up, because I have a feeling the next few months are going to be super crazy. So forgive me if I'm not uploading as much as I usually do, but we'll just see. I'll try and at least upload one video a week, but we're just going to have to see how that goes. So today I'm going to be filming my Pan That Face palette 1 month 1 palette update. So I'm so behind on all of my project pans. I have like set times each month that I usually try and film them on. The past few months I haven't been able to film them on that specific time, so some of the progress might look a little bit different compared to the pictures. This one never takes as long to film, that's why I thought I would get this one done first with the little time I have at the moment. So let's just get started. So the face palette I am currently panning is this, and this is the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette. So what I'm going to do on the screen now is I'm going to put a picture of what it looked like last update, and I'm really excited about this update because I feel like I've made some really good progress on this face palette, so I'm excited to show you. And then what I'll do is I'll put a picture of what it looks like this update, but I'll also show you as well, and hopefully you can see the difference because I think it's a pretty big difference. So as you can see, I managed to finally hit pan in that contour. So I feel like the progress on the powders, they're okay, just not I think as good as what I wanted. But this was what I was super excited about. The day I hit pan on that, I was like, yes, I finally done it. So this one, I just don't see myself hitting pan. We're in October now, I have 2 more updates of this, and I'm just not seeing as big of a dip as what I did in this one. So I don't know, I don't think I'll hit pan in that one, but I'm hoping to at least make progress on the rest of them. I'm really happy with this progress, so happy to hit pan in that, and I'm happy with these on the progress on the powders as well. So I'm gonna say it now, I'm not gonna have this palette done by the end of the year. This is my first year like properly project panning, and I just need to give myself, you know, the benefit of the doubt really. I think I watch a lot of project panners that have been doing this for a lot of years, and I see them finishing like face palettes like halfway throughout the year, and I'm like, how do you do it? It's fine. At least I'm using it, because this was something that for the past few years before I put it in this project, it didn't get any use at all. So I'm really happy with that progress, and I did use it 5 times in the last month, so not a huge amount. And because I'm going back into the office again now, throughout lockdown I work from home all the time, and we're now starting to go back into the office again. So when I do go into the office, I don't contour in the morning because I have very limited time. So I just use this on weekends or days when I'm working from home and I've got the time to do it. So I've used it 5 times, really happy with that progress. So the eyeshadow palette I'm panning is this one from I Heart Revolution. This is the Angel Heart palette. I've had this palette for quite a long time, so I thought this was the best year to make a start on trying to make some progress on it. So what I will do, I will put a picture again of what it looked like last update, and then what it looks like this update. I have not made a huge amount of progress on this, if I'm honest. I'm more excited about the face palette than I am this one. There has been a little bit of difference, but just not a huge amount. The only thing I think I will say is that this one, which is just the one I use to set my eye, I definitely think that this one has more progress. You'll have to ignore my nails, I've not had time to do them. But this one I definitely think I can get done by next update. I have been trying to use this one. I haven't used it a huge amount, but I can definitely see a dip going in there. I did want to have pan in that one if I could. I haven't reached that yet. So what I do for each of these is I tally up how many times I use each of the colours, but I also tally up overall how much I used it. And last month I used this 10 times, so quite a few times more than the previous months. 10 isn't great, but I do also have an eyeshadow palette in my Project 10 uses, and I also do have a 1-month-1 palette, which I'll mention after this. So I used this shade 8 times. I used this shade 3 times. I used this shade once, this shade once, and this shade once. So I am making progress on it. Again, this isn't going to be something that's going to be done by the end of the year. I think when you actually do project panning, you start to realise how it takes a lot longer for stuff to be finished. I thought I might be able to have this done. I think that's my own expectations really, and I need to manage those going forward. But no, I'm really happy that I'm at least getting some use out of this. I did want to see if I could try and hit pan in all of the shades by the end of the year, but again, like I said, we've only got 2 more updates left. I just can't see that happening, but just actually having some use on it is being really, really good. So yeah, that is my eyeshadow palette. I will keep these in, I will keep using them until the end of the year, and then I'll make a decision next year about what projects I want to do. I'm still deciding whether I want to do a pan that palette, so I don't know yet. I know which palette I do want to pan if I do a pan that palette, but I'm not sure. We'll see. Also, can we just mention how cute this jumper is? It's got ear on it. Love it. Okay, so now we've got my 1-month-1 palette. This is the bit each month randomly generate an eyeshadow palette or an individual eyeshadow that I want to use over that month. And I like to try and have it so it matches with this, but I mean, it's randomly generated, so I don't know. So last month I randomly generated this one, and this is the Primark Berry Velvets palette. It looks like this. It looks very dirty, so you'll have to ignore that. I love this palette. I love it. Now, I didn't use it a huge amount, I do have to be honest. When I did use it, I loved every single look that I did. I love this colour here. Love it. I'm definitely keeping this, definitely keeping it around, and I say this and I feel like a broken record, but when I go into Primark next, I'm definitely going to see if they've got more of these, because really thoroughly did enjoy it. Just wish I could have used it a little bit more, but that's fine. So now we're going to randomly generate for another 1-month-1 palette or 1-month-1 eyeshadow. It's between 2 because number 1's headings and 69. I really need to redo my whole inventory. I feel like I've kind of been off over the past few months. I haven't updated it like I should, so I'm definitely going to get back to that. Okay, so here we go. Let's randomly generate. So we have number 25. Okay, this is exciting. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go and get that eyeshadow palette, and I will be back to show you what it is. Okay, so the palette I will be using for the next month, and I think this is very apt for this time of year, I'll be using this. So this is the Too Faced Pumpkin Spice palette. I love Too Faced palettes. They're one of my favourite formulas. I've noticed recently I haven't been overly wowed by their eyeshadow palettes, like, you know, the colours and stuff, so I haven't bought any recent ones. When I saw this one, I knew I had to have it, and I am so excited to use it. So this is what it looks like. As you can see, I've hit pan in this. So this palette was actually my Pan Those eyeshadows, and this was the one I had. So I have pan in that, but I just want to get some use out of this. I love the colours, can't wait to use it. See, this is what I mean. I get drawn into ones like this because it has every colour that I could possibly want and more. So really excited to be using this over the next month. So that is my update. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm super happy with the face palette, and I finally have hit pan in the contour powder. That was my goal for those two. I just wanted for the contour, I guess towards the end now, I wanted to just hit pan in them because there was no way I was going to be able to finish them, because they're definitely more hard pressed than the powders. The powders I still want to try and finish. Whether I will or not, I'm not sure, but I'm really hoping I can. And with the eyeshadow palette now, I think it's just, I just want to try and get as many uses on it as I can and see how many pans I can get in the eyeshadows. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this update. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and it'd mean the world to me if you could subscribe if you don't already. And I would love to know below your thoughts and opinions on my progress and the 1-month-1 palette I have picked. And until my next video, thank you for coming by. See you later.